Hey guys, I'm going to go over some coins right now, and also some assets here. USDT dominance chart. I'm Greg, and it involves cryptocurrencies. And another asset I wanted to go over too, which is probably Quant. Let you guys know what's going on with that. But here's one of the things is that I did some previous videos expecting this to spike up on the USDT dominance chart. And there's a couple things you might want to be aware of because it seems reasonable on this daily chart that you have down here that this is so low in the RSI. It seems reasonable that this is going to be doing a massive spike back up here. And I'm going to explain to you why it might not be doing that quite yet. So if you see this section on the USDT dominance chart right here, you see all that? Boom, right there. What does that look like? It's just the opposite of Bitcoin over here, right? So it's just the opposite of Bitcoin. But here's the thing with this is that this, it could have ended there its cycle and it didn't break that high, okay? But at some point there will be a spike back up, guys. So a correction will be coming. But with this whole deal right here, what I'm doing is you can see, I'm placing this trend right here, okay? And I got to double check this because if this is setting up to do a massive spike like over here, guys, obviously Bitcoin will be going down pretty hard, right? So back up and then maybe it goes like that, right? I don't think it's ready yet. So here's the deal. This is the fourth wave bounce. It's coming down to a fifth wave, right? And then it's going to be that'll be a third wave. So it's going to be something like that playing around in there. So go back over to Bitcoin, same thing over there. Bitcoin shoots up. Kind of what I'm looking at, Bitcoin's going to shoot up to maybe 22, possibly, maybe not even that high, right there, just below 22, something like that. And then over here, this will complete the third. It'll bounce into a fourth wave, okay? But here's the thing, right? So it's going to go up in this fourth, come back down that fifth, completing that third wave right there, and it's going to bounce into a fourth, okay? What you'll see down here in the RSI, what you want to pay attention to, come over and check it on the daily. Because if it does come back down, make bullish divergence right there, not breaking that low, right? Because it's going to make a fifth of the third. And then that fourth wave could bring this all the way back up here, guys. So then it can swing down and make another fifth wave. Okay. So just same thing, opposite with Bitcoin, guys, right over here. Spike back up. It'll come back down. Okay. Think about this. If Bitcoin spikes back up there like that and it does a nice fourth wave all the way back down to 19 over here in that USDT dominance chart, what you want to pay attention to if it does that is this RSI. If it drags it way up there again, you're going to know more than likely this correction is probably done right there. Okay. So then the USD, I know this is a little bit of speculation, come back down, complete that fifth wave. You got that bullish divergence. And then right over here, it'll be boom, 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 up back into that area. And then that's when Bitcoin will be back, could be back up in this, come do a wave up here and then do that correction is what I've been checking out. I want to let you guys aware that some people are asking about that because it seems reasonable that this is so low that it's got to do a massive bounce. And it could, guys. But I'm explaining to you how it might not be done. If you look at it, 1, 2, 3, 4, fourth wave bounce, and it's going to do a minor fifth wave right there, guys. Completing that third wave. Okay. And then this is the area you want to pay attention to. If it gets down there and it drags it way back up there again, and those fourth waves can do it. So it won't go very far, but it'll drag it up in RSI. You want to see that momentum. That momentum could be strong to the upside to make it swing back down. Okay. So here's the other asset I was going to go over with you guys. Amplify. All right, here's the deal with Amplify. Amplify is easy, guys. This is what you want to see right here, okay? 1, 2, more than likely that's a third wave, and it's in a fourth wave correction right here too, and you want to see this with Amplify, okay? So right there. So now you got your confirmation of your 5-wave swing for Amplify, and it could rip that off, guys, real easy. 5th wave swing right over there, and then on Amplify, okay? Potentially right over here, boom, boom, back down to these areas, something like that. Okay. This to me is like the buy zone right here, guys. Okay. Right in that area. So back down to that area. Okay. With a 3-wave swing. Okay. Nice and deep in the daily RSI. And then right over here. Okay. It is going to be go time. All right. And by the way, These guys, I don't know any of these guys. I'm not paid by anybody to talk about this asset. I just like the setup. Just to let you guys know, any of them. Nobody's paying me anything. So the other one, Gala. I think Gala is doing the same thing, guys, with here. It's just became into a flat move. So some people are asking, oh, okay, went down. This trade right here would have been really good. That's a freaking massive move. But we're gonna go for the big one, okay? The big swing on Gala. Because I don't think Gala's done yet. I think it's possibly this right in here is a flat move. Okay. You can see it's coming down there on the 2 hour. Let me see, is it done? It's coming pretty good in the 4 hour. But you see down here in this 2 hour chart, here's its cycle, came up, made that divergence, and it's taking everything out. So you can see from that point to that point, and then that point. So you got, what is that? That's hidden. That's a bullish divergence right there, guys. Okay. So it could come down some more, but I think this is a flat 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, boom. Okay. Just like so. And I'm still expecting the Gala at some point might be able to make this move right here, guys. Okay. And then maybe 1, 2, 3, and then 4, and then up there, and then that'll be it. Or maybe it might not go like that. Something, maybe up, and it'll come back down, and then do another shot or something like that. And then this right over here will be the trade. Okay, that I'd be looking for that setup on Gala, guys. So now Amplify, went over that, and then the other one I was going to go over is Quant. Is Quant doing a pretty good bounce? Quant is doing a pretty good bounce. So here's the deal with Quant, guys. It decided to play ball by a little bit different rules here. And let me see here. There's a couple different ways you can go with Quant, guys. And it's this one, and then is this come back around for a 2? And is this going to be the third wave right here? Let me get rid of that. And then up in that, I still think Quant's going to make it up to like 155 or 154 or something like that. And because this here is like a 1, 2, 3, 4, and that would follow what Bitcoin is going to be doing. This whole section, the thing is with Quant is that this could end up being an ABC. So you'd have like an A type move, and then back down 3-wave move, and then up for a 5. Okay. And then Quant might swing back down in these areas, guys. So Quant might be a mess for a little while. It doesn't really want to go bullish. Not yet. Not yet. Even though it's semi-bullish. It's struggling. Anyway, here's the deal with it, okay? Here's the deal with it on a shorter term time frames is what I'm looking at with Quant. Is it's down in that box area. Still it's making not enough divergence, but this area right down here is, I think it's making a flat too, guys. It's a flat move back down there and whizzing up, and then 126, 125, this area right here for this support that it has, okay, is what I'd be looking for the setup right in this area, something like that, maybe one more swing up, back down or something like that, like Bitcoin's going to do. So it's probably going to be down in that area. So you can see with Quant, come out to a 2 hour, you check that out. Okay. Here's Quant's, here's the cycle, right? There's the cycle. It's kind of weak cycle. That's why I think it's corrective, because if Quant, and this too is questionable too, like a 3-wave move here, see how high it is, and then it just struggle to make. That's why I think it's corrective going up more than likely, but I could be wrong about that. But you've seen this 2 hour, it's taking everything out, coming back down there. So what Quant's doing is doing a reset of this whole thing. So it's like Bitcoin. So here's the deal. What I would do, me personally, I wouldn't even do any coin buying on this stuff. I just go to a futures account, guys, and then look for the trade setup right here with, your stop loss in that area, get it that right in this area, and then run it up right here, guys. You have a good shot. If Bitcoin goes to 22K, Quant might go up, go back down, and then do another one, and might make it way up there right to this area, guys. So you're looking at, potentially, let's say 20%. You run that on 5x leverage, that's 100%. You go higher, the numbers, run the numbers. You can see what you can get right there. But that's the setup right there for Quant. Exit, and then, run it back down. I think that's what's going on with Quant, guys. It's not playing ball quite yet. It wanted to do a correction here, and it's looking like it wants to probably do a correction here and take its time, come back down over here, and then finally in this area is when Quant is probably, so like you can have a swing right here and a swing right here, and it's come back up this 5 wave, and then more than likely come back down in this area, and then this will be the run for Quant. Just making that huge amount, a massive move, and then what would it be? You know, look at the time, some time sequence on Quant, you know, 130 days. How long did the wave take? The wave took 127 days. So that's what it's doing, guys. It's Quant's more than likely taking up the time to take up more time in its correction, is what it's doing. So probably like it could be like a 5 wave swing here up into a 3, and then another 5 over here, just like this, guys. Here, I'll show you. Is more than likely what it is. You're gonna have to be a little bit more patient with this asset. Okay, so here's you got your 5, your 3, you're flat right in there, and then it come back down and do a B. Probably, you know, who knows where this will going to end up, but the box target's still the prime area, and that would be the area for Quant. Okay, so now I could be wrong. Obviously, I could be wrong, and this is a 1-2. This is going to be the 3, back down for a 4, and it'll go up for a 5. Okay, and then this whole thing was a correction. However, if you look at the numbers, it's not going to make much sense if this was only the correction on this whole wave sequence. Like I said, if you take the time right here, you go to the time, and that was 125 days for Quant just to make a measly 28-day correction here, probably doesn't make sense. Okay, normally if this wave at 125 days, you want to start looking for at least something that's at least half that long. So at least 75 days in this area, more than likely. And it can be 1-to-1, or it's just a general, just to get you a general idea. Say, okay, could the correction be over? You want to look at the time. And if Quant is right now 125 days on that impulsive move, and right now it's at 94, does it need to get out and make it at about equal? 125 days is somewhere at the end of February. So that could be very, very reasonable in making that move to come back down. And then for 2023, this will be the area for Quant. Like I said, 2023 Quant should be between $300 and $400 and maybe even higher than that, especially with this nice move it made over here. There's going to be a little bit more patient waiting game. In the meantime, this is the one I'm going to be playing right here, guys. Okay? Low play, boom, from there to there. If that's going to happen, it's all going to depend on what kind of ball is Bitcoin going to play. Is he going to come back down, right? Bitcoin come back down and maybe make that move, and it might make another dump. So you come over here. Quant is making its dump. It might make a move, and then might make another bigger dump, and then come back up, just like over here with Bitcoin, guys, is what I'd be checking out. So pay attention to the other assets too. Obviously, you want to pay attention to the DXY. You know, the DXY, guys, I'll go over the DXY real quick on a weekly chart. And I'll show you what I'm looking at with the DXY is that the DXY is broken a couple trends here. This trend right here, you take it off log. You see this trend right here? It broke that. And I just want to see what it's going to do on a bounce. Now, everybody is going to assume that because the DXY came down into this wave, and then it's going to bounce right here, and it could. You have a good shot, it's going to bounce. There's a lot of support that it has. This area on top of over here, you go back and check. But here's the thing. If the DXY is actually bearish now, it could do a correction over here, right? Only to set itself up to come back down over here. And the thing is that if it's actually in a bearish sequence, right, it's going bearish, then it's not going to affect maybe risk on assets as much as it would if it was bullish, right? So if you think about that, so the DXY is bullish over here. Okay, so let's say the DXY is bullish over here, and it goes down right there like that. It didn't really like people like the DXY goes down, the markets go up. Sometimes it just dips down like that when it's bullish. Okay. And then, you know, the markets really don't go up. The risk on assets don't go up as much because it's still bullish. So, and then at the same time, too, it's not 100%. It's not that strong of a signal all the time. It's just a gauge. It's just a guide to get an idea, because look how much this is dumped. And the markets, if you look at the traditional markets, they haven't really spiked up a lot. You know, if you were going off that theory that, oh, it's dumping, then they all should have just shot up too. So, pay close attention to the Dow Jones Industrial too, guys. I mean, that Dow Jones Industrial could have made a bottom. You have to seriously consider that. You have to seriously consider that Dow Jones Industrial probably could have made a bottom, guys. And you can't rule out that thing's going to be shooting up to all-time highs right here. Let's see on the weekly chart. Let's go look at the daily. That's the whole thing. I'm going to pay attention to this right here, what it's doing right here. Reset that cycle. Let's look at an 8-hour chart. Just it remains to be seen. I'm paying attention to what this is going to actually be doing and what it's going to be doing from this point, if it's going to be doing even a bigger dump. So, all right, guys, that's the end of my video. If you made it all the way to the end, do me a huge favor. Drop a like, hit the subscribe button. Peace.